The City of Lloydminster is spending almost $1.6 million to install radios on water meters in commercial and residential properties in hopes of saving everyone more money. Brittany Matika has more.
The Advanced Metering System, AMI, will reduce operation costs, increase revenue through investigating unauthorized water usage, produce water audits, and help reduce water losses. This will improve customer service, allowing the city to move from bi-monthly billing to monthly.
When this system is implemented, all the meter reads will actually be done from a computer. So there will be no more deployment of staff going out to take reads for month-end stuff or special cases when people are moving in and out.
So the length of time between billings and in the rental accommodation business, it was frustrating for those landlords because people had left town and all of a sudden they're getting a $400 water bill or a $300 water bill.
The AMI system will be able to provide accurate hourly data from commercial and residential properties.
Anyone that experiences continuous water usage of their household, say for 1 or 2 days continuously, the system will notify the city, and the city in turn will then notify the customer saying, hey, you might have some ongoing issues like a leaky toilet. And that in that situation, typically the customer could save themselves hundreds of dollars off their water bill.
The new radios that are being installed have a 20-year warranty, and the city expects to be saving $500,000 over a 15-year projection. Installation will begin in the fall with a third-party vendor contacting homeowners, with only homes being built in 2013 or newer, not requiring a technician to enter your home for installation.
They have the infrastructure in place that we can quickly change or make the change outside their house. If they don't have a newer meter, then chances are we may have to go inside the house to do some extra wiring.
Leduc, Alberta and parts of Richmond, BC already have installed the AMI system, and they are working successfully. Brittany Matika, Newcap News.
100 Men Lloydminster announced that the Olive Tree is the most recent recipient of their donation of over $4,000. The Olive Tree recently purchased a permanent home in Lloydminster's downtown core, and with the renovations being costly, the organization presented their bid to 100 Men in hopes of helping fund the construction.
We were so excited to be able to present it all. You know, getting the information out about what we do is always important, and to be successful in that bid was amazing. So we're very thankful. The money we'll be putting towards the kitchen flooring.
Rob Anderson, co-founder of 100 Men Lloydminster, says it means a lot to be able to give back to an organization that does so much for the community.
When you have people in your community who are less fortunate or, just find themselves in tough times, I think it is very, very worthwhile to be able to give back to them, because the stronger the community is as a whole, I think makes it, more beneficial to everyone.
The budget for the Olive Tree project is over $500,000. Shilly says they've been very humbled by the generosity of the community.
We had an amazing week last week, and we were able to find someone to name the kitchen, which was a big donation. So yeah, we're moving along.
The Olive Tree is still looking for donations to complete the renovations. If you would like to donate or need any other information, you can visit their website. Well, the third annual Lloyd Comp High School Film Festival is about a week away, where students in the grade 12 Communications Media class will showcase their projects. In this week's Beyond the Classroom, we catch up with the class while in post-production.
Alan Griffith's class has been busy channeling their creativity. Since the beginning of the semester, the students have been hard at work writing, producing, and editing their films and are almost ready to showcase the final product, a process to say the least.
They're making a 20 to a 30-minute film, and that's a whole different beast. It takes a lot of time, effort, and planning to do it. So that's the biggest thing, is time management and really planning ahead.
Daniel Bragama's film is titled Forest Subconscious, a drama about a man who wakes up after being in a coma and finds himself in a different world.
The whole point is that he has to kind of have an epiphany in order to get out.
He says while making a movie is exciting, it's also long and difficult, at one point even leaving him with thoughts of giving up.
I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but I sort of have to. So I don't know, it's going to be just something that kind of keeps a legacy at the school too.
A sentiment echoed by classmate Jade Shivak, whose dramatic mystery titled Encapsulated, about a girl who unearths a time capsule bringing about a bunch of memories from her past, has opened her eyes to the world of filmmaking.
It's a lot of work. There's hours upon hours of even just getting the actors there, getting the set design, getting your props, all of that stuff. There's so many little things that go into making a film that you learn in this class, and it's insane.
But in the end, it's the feeling of accomplishment that trumps everything else.
The best part has been just working with my actors and having a good time filming and then editing and kind of seeing it come together.
I'm just excited to be done and have something that I'm proud of. That's for sure.
They take all that hard work and it goes to the theater, and they get to see them on the big screen with their friends and their family.
This is Newcap Sports.
Keeping morale high on Canadian Forces bases is of paramount concern, and what better way to do it than through athletics? By the end of this year, Canadian Tire's Jumpstart program will have donated $300,000 in gift cards and sporting equipment across every military base in Canada. But as Lance Phillips explains, this initiative is responsible for so much more.
I'd just like to welcome everybody.
On Tuesday, Canadian Tire's Jumpstart program continued to build its relationship with Canadian Armed Forces, donating $3,000 worth of sporting equipment and a $1,500 gift card to 3 CDSB Garrison Wainwright, another solid contribution to an incredibly important Canadian resource.
That's what it's all about, and what a great connection between the Canadian Armed Forces and Canadian Tire. The Canadians kind of go together there.
It's not just members of the forces who serve, but their families too. So to make sure that kids have hockey equipment and that spouses have, physical fitness equipment.
As an athlete myself, I've seen what it's done to my life. It's changed the person that I am, and it's helped me grow as a person. And it does the same thing here. Sports is just it's a gift that keeps on giving, and it's going to help these guys amazingly.
The real gem of the Jumpstart program is its contribution to kids aged 4 to 18 from families in financial need. It helps these families cover the costs associated with physical activity, an area of critical importance to the development of young people.
Every time I hear that some school superintendent is wanting to take some sport or 1 or 2 sports out of schools, I say forget it. You need more sport in school to inspire the kids to be the next leaders of tomorrow.
It doesn't have to be competitive sports. Just get out and play. Ride your bike and run around. And those things we took for granted when we were younger, now they compete with devices and television and laptops and everything else. And you just want to see kids be active and having fun. And physical activity is something that is with you for life. And if you get in the habit when you're young, it'll follow you around for the rest of your life. And it's a great thing for your health.
On this sunny day, it's providing 250 Wainwright kids opportunities to participate in new, exciting adventures.
You can meet new friends, and you can find new sports. It's been pretty fun. I like the obstacle course. It's challenging, and it's really intense when you're racing someone else.
Some of these kids are going to look up to Lanny, or even myself maybe, and just be like, oh, I want to go to the NHL when I'm older, or maybe the Olympics. And those are just dreams that if you have the right people behind you and have the right opportunities, they're definitely a possibility. So the whole worlds and the whole lives are ahead of these kids, and it's just exciting to kind of see them come into their own shoes.
If it leads to that, great. If it leads to elite sports, that's great, but it doesn't have to. And sport can take you in all kinds of directions in terms of the relationships you make, and I just think get out and play is the biggest message from Jumpstart.
Last year alone, Jumpstart was responsible for helping 45 Wainwright kids become active in sports. And the smiles on these kids' faces are any indication, Jumpstart's not only in the business of helping kids stay active, it's also in the business of creating memories that will last a lifetime. Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Wainwright.
For fans of the CPCA, the thundering of hooves, sounds of the announcer's voice and yells from the wagon box are integral parts of the experience of watching the races. But many of those fans don't understand the amount of work going in before the first heat. Before the Pro Tour's first stop in North Battleford, our Lance Phillips received a first-hand look at the care that goes into drivers' horses.
We look after them better than we do to ourselves. There's always new feed. Every time they come in the barn, there'll be a new feed for them. Their barn's always fresh every time we take them out and in.
We're saving these horses from ending their careers, and it's I've heard other guys say it, that I'll take a hockey player, and if there's other leagues for them to go in if they're done in that league. So these horses' first league is the racetrack, and the second league is, well, it's chuck wagon racing.
For years, drivers have been rescuing horses in the southern U.S., giving them a life they only dreamed of while racing. Those thoughts evoke many feelings in Carey, along with a recent quote from racing legends Buddy and Kurt Bensmiller.
For sure, excitement. It's joy that you saved that horse's life. You're extending that horse's life. And like I was telling you earlier about Buddy and Kurt, they did a quick Q&A, and that's Buddy answered it excellently, saying that he has, I forget how many horses he had buried at home, and one was 32 when he buried him. Well, 32-year-old thoroughbred, that's pretty amazing.
Even with the sometimes negative press that comes with horse racing, there is one thing above all else Carey would like race fans to know.
Oh, we love our horses like they're our kids. It's that simple.